Good morning, everybody. This is Emma for the Stashbuster on Thursday. I apologize in advance for being late. I guess not in advance. I apologize 6 minutes late for being late for the broadcast. I'm used to having like an hour to get set up on Wednesdays for what I'm going to talk about, and then I didn't show up here at 8:30 to get prepped. So I am running behind. But yeah, so it is Thursday. I am taking over for Susan this week while she's on her way to the retreat, and I apologize for the shaky cam. So I am just going to get right into it. I don't have a ton of like updates or anything. I know that Susan usually talks about stuff and things, but my big thing is the retreat is happening. So I'm going to be here all weekend, so come on down and see me. So yeah, let me turn you around, that way you're not looking up my nose, and I will talk at you. Definitely not to you, definitely at you. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Like, I don't know if you all have seen this before, because I don't know if Susan shows it that much, but like, we have this really awesome little piece of furniture now, and when I say little, it's about 6 feet tall. But yeah, I like it. It's neat. Anyway, so this, oh, that's cool. You can actually see it. Okay, so this is that shawl that I've been working on for a million years. So if you've come into the store, you have probably seen me working on my mosaic knitting. Hi, Deb. Hi, Cheryl. It is a little bit of a daunting project just because each row is different, but we are going to do mosaic knitting as a class once I get this finished. Probably I will start with a smaller project for the first class, so don't worry, we'll get you there. But, oh, sorry. There we go. As it is Stashbuster Thursday, I thought that I would grab a few of the patterns that I have knit in the past, literally to bust my stash. Just, I have some stuff and I want to get rid of it, not rid of it, but like I want it off the shelf and on my head or on my back or around my neck. So to start with, I pulled a couple patterns from Stitch Nerd. I really like Stitch Nerd patterns, especially because a lot of them have multiple gauges listed. So for that nice stitch, which one of my favorite cowls that I wear a lot in the fall, this is the pattern I used for it. Includes instructions for fingering weight, DK weight, and worsted weight. And then this one is more just sort of kind of the process of knitting a ribbed cowl. It's like a 5x1 rib or something like that. And let me see. Yeah, on the back there are suggestions for needle size and how many stitches to cast on. So it's almost like if you are interested in sort of starting to design your own stuff. Yeah, sorry, Rose. I see that I've got the volume turned all the way up on my end. I also speak really softly, so if you can't hear me, it's probably just that I sound normal to me, and everyone says, "My goodness, you are so quiet." But so I apologize if anybody can't hear me. I'm doing my best to project without shrieking, because I go really high and then it's just unpleasant. Another one that I made to use up stuff that I had because I finally had the yarn that the pattern calls for. This is the Dust Jacket cowl. I don't have a copy of the pattern printed out because this is a class and I'm trying to influence you into coming and taking my class tonight. I still have seats left. It's a really fun cowl. It uses two different, like a solid and a color changing yarn. DK weight, knits up actually pretty quickly. And it's got that, beautiful edge. It's like a nice little fun project. All right, so my next kind of bullet point, my next paragraph is hats. This is a free hat that I've knit, so I just grabbed that. The one I wanted to pull, the one that I've knit like 4 or 5 times, is not available on Ravelry anymore, so I decided not to put that on my live today. The Leafy Beanie, so if you have that in your library already, good. If you don't, unfortunately the design's not available anymore. It was free, but now it's no longer extant. But it's a nice lace hat in a DK weight. I've made a ton. So I grabbed another Stashbuster type hat. This is like a worsted weight hat, and it's free. I've done it. I made one for my dad. It's super simple. You cast on, you do some ribbing, and then you have like a nice little detail, so it's you know, not just plain. There's a little something, but it's nice and easy to memorize. I also pulled up a picture of flax. So flax is written for a couple different weights. I think there's a flax like sock, a flax DK, and a flax worsted. I pulled that because I know that if yeah, sorry, I mean, I would apologize, Rose, but if you can't hear me, it's one of those catch-22s. So flax is written for a few different weights, and if you're like me, then you collect kind of like, you've got your favorite weight of yarn. So a lot of people love fingering. I love DK, but something that I've done is looked through my stash and sort of gathered up a sweater quantity of, hi Mary, of yarn in broadly coordinating colors and put them into the same project. So I have a sweater that I've started. I haven't finished it because I had to pull it out and it was a whole thing. But it's all sort of shades of purple in DK. So if you have like a favorite, and we probably also have a favorite color palette. So you don't have to make a sweater solid color just because the picture's solid. Add some stripes in, add some details. Hi Loretta. And then last but not least, I think we've done this one, well not this one before, but we've done things like this before. I think there's Cozy Memories blanket. This one is how to knit a mitered square blanket. I just grabbed the picture. This is what I'm doing with my scraps. But like I said, if you've got a lot of different colors all in the same weight in a broadly similar family, because you know you have the colors that you like and gravitate towards, but you don't necessarily want to put them into a sweater and have it, you know, risk it turning out not looking as good as you want or just not being satisfied with it. Grab it and do like a blanket. You can just throw all those coordinating colors together into a blanket. You could grab like a solid or a like a neutral or something like that and use that every so often throughout the blanket to tie it together if you know what room you wanted to put it in. Or just go buck wild. Mine I'm doing out of just scraps, so it is pretty loud. But that's all I've got for today, and Marilyn is here, so I'm gonna let you all go. Thank you for tuning in, even though I'm not Susan. And I will be here all weekend, so anybody that doesn't normally come in the middle of the week, you can come on the weekend and I'll actually get to see you. Have a good one.
Stop in.
Yeah, Marilyn might even be here. Bye.